Okay, so this is where I park. There's little Adam. But look at little Adam's buddy here. It's one of these domestic Japanese little mini trucks. It looks like, what is that, a Honda? It's a Honda. It's a Honda. But look at that, four-wheel drive. Look at that little, it's smaller than little Adam. It's smaller than little Adam. Isn't that neat? Holy cow. Hi, little Adam. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another rant here on the camodave channel. Actually, I'm going to do more of a review today. It is the 3rd of January 2021. I am noticing some leakage here in little Adam. The back rear wheel well, say that 3 times, rear wheel well is nice and dry. However, I did notice a little bit of dampness under the you know, the carpeting, so to speak, there on the back, behind the back passenger seat here. And I did notice we had some rain the other day, some fairly heavy rain, and there was some wetness around the door frame, you know, and those yeah, after how many years now? This is a 2006, so this is now 2021. So we're talking 15-year-old car coming up, and you know, it's, yeah, the water's getting in around the seals around the doors. Everyone says I ought to go get new seals and silicone and all that stuff. I got some Gorilla tape. It's really good, so I just, you know, taped up around the seals. And that's what I've been doing in the back, and that seems to work, but I have to update it every now and then, you know, because it needs to be updated. You know, it doesn't, you know, you put the tape up there and it lasts for a while, then you start noticing some leaks again, and then you got to update it. So that's what I've been doing. So, you know, I didn't spend a good part of yesterday. I spent about 20 minutes yesterday fixing up some of the leaks on, you know, around the door frame there. We'll see next time it rains heavy. We've got some very light misty rain here this morning, but I don't think it's going to be much of a problem. So how's everybody doing? All right, so what do we got to talk about this morning here on the camodave channel? Elvis. We had a new video from Elvis there on Facebook that has been reposted on a couple of YouTube channels. He's got a job. He was wearing a jacket that he turned inside out because he didn't want anyone to see, I guess, the logo on the jacket to know where he's working. But he says, you know, he said he's making an hourly wage, and he's going to get a 50 cent an hour raise soon. So, I don't know. I remember him talking about working possibly at McDonald's, doing the overnight shift. He said he's working 32 hours a week, so he has actually 4 days on and 3 days off, so he says he likes that. Then he got into a big rant about YouTube and how he just finds it is, you know, it is just troll city, and it's nasty, and YouTube's rules are crazy, and they're not applied fairly, and all that other stuff. So, you know, he did mention that his camper van needs some work on the steering mechanism. There's something wrong with that, and he's going to save up to get that fixed. But otherwise, he didn't actually mention the fact that the vehicle was up for sale, because he did put something on Facebook last week saying that he wants to sell it for $19,500. But he did mention that if you know who in Santa Rosa, ROSIE, wanted to buy it, because she did actually put some work into it last year when they were fixing it up when he was out there. If she made, you know, he would not ever sell it to her. That's what he said. He said he would never sell the vehicle to Rosie. So even if she offered him what, $50,000? I don't know. So anyway, so that's Elvis there. We had a new video out from Unstoppable Morgan. This was a very interesting video. She kind of gets all emotional on everybody. She said that back in, I guess, October, November, she did very, very, very well. And she says she made $100,000 on her videos. $100,000 in just 2 months. Now, I look at her Social Blade stats and I don't see that. I mean, she does have some nice spikes. She does make some decent money on YouTube, no question about that. But $100,000 in 2 months. Now, she did have a video where she kind of jumped in the shower, and she did post that on Patreon, and she did make some money. She did get some views, no question about it. But $100,000 in 2 months? Anyway, she says that she, gave away a couple, $30,000 of it, and the rest of it, she apparently owes some back taxes, and the state of California levied the rest of it, and now she doesn't have anything left. And she talks about, how her life just keeps going in this circle where, she can never quite, get ahead. She gets a little bit of money, or a lot of money. $100,000 is not a little bit of money, it's a lot of money, and then it just goes away like that, and she's right back to, living in her beat-up Bronco and traveling the country. So, I don't know. She's been staying with a friend in Western New York there for the holidays, and it looks like she's probably going to be getting back out on the road pretty soon. Her YouTube channel does very well. I'm not, I don't know exactly how much she makes, but I'm sure she makes enough to, pay at least the repair bills on the Bronco and then some. And she does have a nice cadre of followers, so I don't know. Black Bugatti, Black Bigelow, whatever his name is Lamont. He did an interesting video talking about her, and a relatively negative video, a very negative video on Morgan. I don't know. I'm just telling you that if you want to go over to Black Bigelow and check it out, I don't know. She kind of has a certain cycle, and she goes, and she tears up a lot and talks about her life and her problems and stuff like that, and how, she can't seem to kind of get out of that cycle, so I don't know. Anyway, Vancity Van Life, new one from him. I don't know, man. I think Vancity Van Life Chrome, I like him. I've always liked his channel, but man, he's just so much into the merch and the business and the Patreon. He's hired an assistant to help him do his, he's got so many fans and so much mail and so much swag to send out. He's so busy now. He's doing giveaways and t-shirt giveaways, and you got to be a paid member on one of either his memberships or his YouTube memberships or his Patreon to get access to the giveaways, which I think is kind of a little, I don't know. I've known that Line Screw 1 has gotten some other YouTubers in trouble for doing that. You're not allowed to do a giveaway if somebody has to pay to enter the giveaway. That's called a raffle, and I don't know about Canada, but I know here in the States you can get into a little bit of sticky wickets for doing that. But anyway, I don't know, his channel has gone from being a cool nomad guy on the road in his van with his lovely dog to being just this, money machine. He needs to tone it down. Get back to his roots. I think he's going to realize that one of these days, I don't know. Speaking of the swag, the gifts, I mean, we all do. All of us nomads. I mean, I got some Christmas cards with some cash in them and a few little things that I really want to appreciate that. I like that every holiday. But Mr. Hobo Shoestring, oh my goodness, I forget his name. Mark, I think his name is Mark. Hobo Shoestring there in Johnson City, Tennessee, which is actually not that far from here. I could probably get there in 2 hours. But anyway, I always like his beard. We've got one of the best beards. Him and Catfish Jones got two of the best beards on the bottom of YouTube here. But anyway, yeah, he got a lot of swag for Christmas. Holy cow. I mean, piles and piles and piles of it. And thankfully for this hobo, he has a nice apartment. Nice one-bedroom apartment there. And so he has room for to store all this stuff. He gets a lot of stuff. He got a Pittsburgh Steelers shirt. He gets books. He gets train models. He likes to ride the rails and all that. He had the V a little while ago and hasn't been super busy doing that lately. And he's had some health issues. But good Lord, does he get the stuff. They just, you know, woohoo! He really rakes it in. I don't know, man. So anyway, I am here at the Wally World. I'm going to run in real quick and grab a few things, and I shall return. For you, it'll just be a couple seconds. For me, it'll be 20 miserable minutes. All right, see you in a few. Look, we got a RV in the parking lot here at the Wally World, huh? With a little tow thing on the back. Oh yeah, I have to go knock on their door. Wake them up and say, hey, Camo Dave's here. You want a sticker? Oh, had a very nice checkout lady. I got a whole lot of stuff today, so I used the standard checkout instead of the, I usually use the self-checkout. And she's very nice lady. So, anyway. What was her name? I can't remember now. She had a name tag on, but I was going to do her a shout out, but I can't remember her name now. My brain has just gone crazy. What else do I got here today? Camp Goer. Oh, we got a big, I'll see if I can put the links to this in the video. Camp Goer 1, Linda there out in Phoenix, she has a cat. She has a number of cats, but one of her cats she took to the vet. She was meeting the vet somewhere 15, 20 miles from her home, and the cat went crazy and jumped and ran away and went into a drain pipe, like a 1.5 foot wide drain pipe or something like that. And she couldn't get the cat out. The cat was scared, freaked out. The cat kept going further and further in the drain pipe, and she was there till the evening. It got cold. She decided to go home. You know what? The cat was just not going to come out of the drain pipe. So she comes back the next day with another cat, the cat's buddy or something, and trying to coax the cat out of the drain pipe. She gets in touch with this animal rescue group or whatever, and they manage to one of the ladies, I guess she's very small, manages to crawl into the drain pipe 150 feet into the drain pipe and pull the cat out. So that's 150 feet in, 150 feet out, and they got the cat out. The cat's doing okay. So all our best to Camp Goer 1 Linda. She said she was going to put a video up. I haven't checked it this morning yet, but I will do that. I'll put if the video's up, I'll put a link to it below. Go watch and subscribe to Camp Goer 1 and the cat rescue. The miracle of the new year. The cat has been rescued. Wanderlust Estate did a premiere last night. Basically talking as James, he's basically talking about his latest problems with his. He had the van that completely conked out, and he kind of ran into some things. And anyway, the van was back there in the Ohio. What was it? No, Kentucky, northern Kentucky, and he got rid of it. And he got a used car, and he's heading back from Kentucky to Washington State, where he's got family and friends, and wanted to regroup. And the used car got about as far as 60 miles from where he wanted to be in Washington State, and it conked out again. And we had already reported what had gone wrong with it. There was some issues with some belt or something, the serpentine belt or some sort of belt inside the vehicle, and so anyway, he got that taken care of. So, you know, multiple $100 expense, and now he's I think he said he's in the Tri-Cities, which I think is Eastern Washington, right? I don't know, somewhere in Eastern Washington, and he's doing DoorDash again, so he's making a little bit of money there and regrouping and trying to figure things out of what he's going to be doing in the new year. So that was the latest update from Wanderlust Estate. We heard from RV Joey a couple videos there where she's up with family and friends. I think she's got family in the Upper Peninsula, Michigan, and she found her old vehicle, her old Bounder, I think it was, a big old RV, and gave us a whole big tour of what it now looks like. It's been sitting out in the field for a while, and it's got a bunch of animals living in it. So I don't know, man. I don't know. She should just open it up to nature and let nature take over it. Let nature take it over And then she should do videos on, you know, who's living, what's living in my abandoned RV. We got a chipmunk here and a squirrel here and a family of skunks over there and a... That would be interesting. You know, RVing, our abandoned RV, back to nature. So anyway, I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, so we are now in the new year. It is 2021. Today is the 3rd of January. It's a relatively mild, damp morning, but I think the sun is supposed to come out later this afternoon and hopefully shoot us up into the mid-60s. So I'm looking forward to that. What else? The Quartzsite's still going on, as everybody knows. We still got everybody out at Quartzsite. Again, we don't have the crowds we usually have from the, that RVer TV. Or the RVer TV channel who shows us the drone shots of Quartzsite. You know, there's people there, but it's not a super crowd this year yet anyway. There's no official RTR Rubber Tramp Rendezvous this year, as Cheap RV Living Bob has said. They're not going to be having an official event. He said they're going to be doing some of the seminars, but they're all going to be online. But Bob said he will be out in Quartzsite at the end of the month, into early February at Skadden Wash or whatever, where the firing was from previous events. And he will meet with you and greet you and sell you some merch. Maybe you can buy his new book. Minivan. There's a minivan up for sale there on somebody's front lawn. I don't know. Let's go check it out. Maybe it's Foresty Forest's old minivan. I don't know. But anyway... So, I don't know. We have the tribe out there, basically more or less there, still camped out in the Quartzsite area. Living Free Mike has been out there for, gosh, how long now? Since October, so now it's January. He's going on his 3rd or 4th month out there. It doesn't look like they're having a lot of fun. It looks kind of like a chilly, high temperatures are around 60, lows go down into the 40s, maybe upper 30s, kind of windy, very, very windy, and kind of not a pleasant, warm kind of camp. Maybe it'll warm up, I don't know. But at the moment, it kind of looks kind of sketchy. Most of the tribe seems to be kind of generally hanging out together. We see Randy, we see Butterfly Gypsy. There was some news about Butterfly Gypsy. Apparently, what did she injured her foot. She got mad or something and kicked her vehicle. Something was wrong with her vehicle and she kicked it and she hurt her foot. Man. That's not good. Anyway, so we heard that. I'm glad I remembered that because that's some pretty important news. So we'll have some more on that later as I investigate into it. We're hearing a lot of things. I want to thank the Camo Army. The Camo Army is doing a good job keeping me updated on a lot of crazy stuff going on there in Quartzsite this year. So if you want one of those, do I have a Camo Army sticker here? Yeah, I do actually. I do. I got one. I got to mail one of these to Ellen there out in Nampanana. We got Camo Army. If you want one of these, just send an email to camodave@gmx.com and I will mail one to you. Okay. We got a pile of them still from Mr. Rockford. Why am I hitting all the red lights? There's no traffic this morning and I'm hitting every damn red light. Ugh, it's annoying, isn't it? So anyway, yeah, Camo Army is keeping me updated on a lot of folks. A lot of them, believe me. Oh, yeah. All right, everybody, that ought to do it for this beautiful kind of damp Sunday morning, the 3rd of January 2021. Whew, I caught myself there. How many? Are you still writing 2020 on all your checks? Like, who writes a check anymore? Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. You all have a wonderful Sunday. Go Red, go Washington football team. Beat the Eagles. Get into the playoffs with your miserable 5-10 record. Don't you love the NFC East? Don't you love it? All right, everybody, have a good one. Vlog under. Heard a rumor. Hey, they were playing Bananarama in the Walmart. Now I can't get it out of my head.